Hey there, Morgan. Yeah, it's a beat on the top and bottom lines for Apple, but we are seeing a sales dip here for the iPhone business and in Greater China. I'll get to those in a minute, but let me read you the results here. EPS is a beat, $2.40 compared to the $2.35 the street wanted. Revenue, a slight beat here, $124.3 billion versus $124.12 billion expected. iPhone, though, here, a rare miss, $69.14 billion versus the $71.03 billion. That's down a little bit less than 1% year over year for the same period, about 0.8%. Services, though, a bright spot here again for another quarter. That was a beat at $26.34 billion versus the $26.09 billion expected. That's up nearly 14% year on year. And then Greater China, this is the story I think we're going to be talking about all afternoon, guys. Down 11%, that business, to $18.5 billion. We see shares, let's call it flat-ish for now, guys. I'll send it back over to you.
All right. Steve Kovac, thank you. Yeah, shares of Apple are down fractionally right now. Tom, I want to get to you for your reaction to this, especially since we were just talking about China. And it does seem like, despite the holiday season, perhaps, and maybe largely because of China, you did see that sales dip in iPhone. The upgrade cycle is not manifesting yet here.
Yeah, so definitely I think what you're seeing is that as it pertains to this super cycle that some investors were hoping for from artificial intelligence is either incredibly slow developing or it's not happening at all. But what encourages me when you look at the outperformance is the strong services. And I do think that there is a way for the stock to continue to work on the strength of services despite not seeing a super cycle as it pertains to AI and iPhones.
Pat Moorhead, want to get your reaction to the print we just got, whether it is China, whether it's services, whether it's the fact that Mac revenues had a handy beat as well.
Yeah, we knew that iPhones would come in light, and the only thing that could save it would be services, which it did. What I'm looking to, though, is the future in China. I think it gets more difficult, not easier for them, because all the Chinese manufacturers are going to amp up their AI capabilities, and Apple really hasn't even shown up there in China, and not even a lot in the rest of the world. I think that the Mac bump is a positive sign, but I don't think it portends anything momentum about the future. And in fact, Apple has more competition with these new Copilot Plus PCs from 5 or 6 manufacturers and 3, soon to be 4 chipset manufacturers, where it could get a little bit more difficult. It's a lot easier to flip somebody on a Mac than it is on an iPhone to Android. But I think Apple's job is going to get even harder in the future.